Hi, friends. I want to talk to you all about self love. This is a term that's become really popular in self care settings and just really all over social media. And so, what exactly is self love? A definition that I found from Psychology Today that really resonated with me is that self love is not simply a state of feeling good. It is a state of appreciation of oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self love is dynamic, it grows through actions that mature us. So, to me, self love is a journey or a process. We'll never be perfect at it, but rather it is a lifelong process of being at peace with ourselves, which is super complicated. And so, why is this even important? Why is this even something to talk about? There are so many reasons to work towards self love. The main one that comes to mind for me is that if we love ourselves, that creates an amazing foundation of strength and support for ourselves. We will always have hardships or difficult experiences in our lives, but if we can come back to ourselves where we feel safe, nurtured, and loved, we are much more likely to be resilient and gentle with ourselves. There are lots of obstacles to self love. Some of the obstacles can be considered inside obstacles. So, inside obstacles could be things like feeling self indulgent, being overly critical, worrying about what others perceive. So, when we're working with some of our inner obstacles to self love, we might feel a pull to want to change ourselves or a pull to work towards perfectionism. So, self love is not about achieving perfectionism or about changing yourself, it's about really honoring yourself and where you're at in your life. Another major obstacle for most of us is how we feel about our bodies. So we might hear a lot about the term body positivity, and another term that's pretty similar to that is what we call body neutrality. And so body neutrality is the act of being appreciative of what our body can do for us. So, for example, it's appreciating our eyes. They provide us the opportunity to see beautiful things in the world, to see faces of people we love, to watch hilarious things on TV, all of these different things. We might feel appreciation for our legs that give us the opportunity to walk around and move through the world, to climb mountains, all of these different things. So, body neutrality is about recognizing the things that our body has to offer us in terms of allowing us to be in the world and be whole humans. And it's totally okay if we're at the place of body neutrality, right? Just being able to recognize the specifics that our bodies offer for us rather than appreciating how our bodies might look. It's okay if we're not at that place. So, some outside obstacles we might have. It might be pressures to feel like we need to compete with other people, pressures to look a certain way, how well we're doing in school or at work, all of these things. And the biggest thing to recognize when those sorts of voices come up for us is that it's not our fault, that we're constantly receiving these messages from the media, and those things are reinforced by people we know, by TV shows, all of these areas. So, of course, we're going to have these sorts of messages, but it's even more important that we recognize the messages coming in and we make a conscious effort to flip them the other way and to think critically and to think, that's not how I feel, right? I'm firm in how I feel. I appreciate my body for what it is. I appreciate certain things about myself. Another thing to think about is sometimes when we talk about self love, people think it might be the same thing as being conceited, and they're pretty different. So, being conceited is really an inflated sense of self worth. Sometimes there's comparison between that person and another person, and self love really has nothing to do with other people. It's about you, it's about feeling strong in yourself, and about feeling positive about your body and your identity. So, something that we see a lot in our society, particularly for women or femmes, is that these these people are often praised for being selfless or only spending their time or energy on other people. And this is really harmful because it eliminates our needs as individuals. And the reality is, we all have needs, and it's healthy to feel positive about yourself and to get those needs met. It's about really taking actions to have that solid foundation within yourself. There are lots and lots of strategies that we can talk about. So I'm going to have another video come out. Our part 2 will be self-love strategies. So look out for that one. Thank you.